Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today I'm going to make some soft jaws for my vise. And the vise is about ready to be restored again. Paint's wore off of it. About every 3 years I redo this thing, and it's about ready for a new one, so it may even get it this time, I don't know. But we're going to take these jaws off, and I've already made a pair that we're going to finish up on video. So we'll take these off, because we got to use them for a template on the new jaws, so that we can get these holes in the right location, because we would like for our stuff to be straight. So we're going to use the best one as our template for both of them. That one there's got a grind spot on the side of it. No, I didn't do that. And that, although I might have done that last one, but the first ones I didn't. At least I don't remember it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It's what they're made for anyway. This one's about the best one. This one I grounded it too. Daggone it, how the hell did I do that? Anyway, so we're going to probably use this one for our copy, because it's still got straight part right here. So we're going to try to use this as our copy. So we know that this here's up because it's got the paint on it. Bottom doesn't. So it'll go there or there, because the holes are the exact same. So if you put these together, those holes will line up just perfect. So it doesn't really matter which one of these you use, as long as you get it centered on both of those. So what I've done is I was messing around last night and decided to make these, and all I did was cut the piece down, milled it down a little bit, and then milled this part here out. And I figured I'd put it right here on the end of this, and that would add stability for it. But it didn't turn out that way, because this part that's right here, let me put you in a little closer here. This part right here is higher in the middle than it is on each end. So it's going like that. Both of them. Well, this one's a little straighter, but this one's got a bow in it. I was trying to make it so that these things would fit right up against that and have a place to go up against. But in order to fix that, I'd have to take this over to the mill and mill that flat. I'm not going to do all that. So I just made it equally, I just cleared it. I'm going to still leave the width unless it turns out to not work for me. But basically, I've got those to where they'll go in there just like that. And don't forget to take your fingers out. So right there is about where we're going to do it, and it's resting on the other part. And these are just soft jaws. They're going to get beat up. But all we want to do is make sure that these holes are correct. So now that we know the orientation, now we can set this up there on it and just center it. Just like that. And then we'll mark that one, and then we'll do the same thing to the other one. Alright, so now we're over here to the mill, and we're going to take this bit out. This is what I had set up for doing this. I had a couple parallels in there, and I just went across there. I went 10 millimeters deep, 13 millimeters long. And this is, let me get y'all some accurate measurements here. So if you decide to make you a set, which I doubt anybody will, but we're looking at 25 millimeters, which is 1 inch. And I started off with I think a 2-inch piece, 1x2. And I've got it down to 40 millimeters. So anyway, now we get to set this up in the drill. And I would like to try well, that's not going to work. We almost screwed up, guys. I miscalculated something. So I need to take a piece of steel wool and steel wool that off of there, because we don't want to make a mistake and drill those by accident. I don't like those kind of accidents because I don't have no more of this to work with. This jaw, I forgot that I had made that lower part. So we're going to have to go with this side. So we need to find out which side is, well, this is up, so it'll go just like that. So we got to have it parallel with this bottom part. So in order to parallel that, I'll just take and put that up there like that. Center it. And I got a pretty good eye for that stuff. So now let's make sure that we're square again. And we are. So now we can mark it and be permanent. So I'm still squeezing it together as hard as I can. And then now we can mark it. This is the correct place. Good thing I caught that. Alright, so now we'll set that one down, grab our next one, bring it over, and we're going to center it too. And make sure it's square. Looks pretty good. I made mine just a hair longer, well, a lot longer, because I like mine to overhang the edge of my jaw. So now we've got them marked in the correct spot. So now we got to take this out, the milling bit, and I'll get set up and we'll be back. Alright guys, so now we've got these cleaned up and ready to install. And I have already went and filed this. What you see there is just a thin layer of paint, but everything's nice and smooth. So now, turn that around and open them back up. And put them on. So we'll see how aligned these holes are. First one's going to line up. Question is, will the second one? Well, imagine that. So now we'll go ahead and put our second one on. Clean it off a little bit, got a little bit of oil on it. WD-40. So now we'll take our bolt and put the second one on it. Now, yes, I'm going to lose a little bit of my clamping area, but these are only going to be used for when I need to do stuff for something I don't want marred up. So these will probably come right back off. So now we got those tight. Let's see how close we are to being. Watch one be that way and one be this way. Yep. So let's try to back them off. And then tighten up the vise. I don't think I'll have that much available, so we're probably going to have to mill it. Well, there's a little bit of play in that swing. So now we can back it back off without moving them. Do it softly. Don't be beating it like that. You lose your timing. Alright, so that's as close as we're going to get it, and that's all that I'm going to worry about. Alright, now we can tighten it down. When I got this vise long time ago, it was missing these part right here. Well, I made those. They just got Phillips head screws on the ends of them that holds a rubber washer and a regular washer to pin it. So if I ever need to replace that, I can. So I replaced both of them on both sides. So there's our jaws. And if I want to do piping, I can turn it that way. If I want to do something round, I can use this end. So let's see how close it is this way being parallel. Yeah, that's the play in this. My work is correct. It's the play in that thing. So we're not gonna worry about it. So there's the jaws, and I'm probably gonna put bison on it somewhere. Probably maybe put bison right there. Who knows? But I got an extra set of jaws for steel, and I got aluminum ones for stuff I don't want marred up. So if you notice, guys, my shop is clean. Well, ish. Clean-ish. So we're trying to practice putting our stuff away. So that's what we're doing. We're putting our stuff away. So we'll put these jaws back there. Grab our pop. Grab our tools. And we'll go over to the bench. Now I gotta clean around the mill again. I just got all this stuff clean, man. Went around and cleaned up the lathe. And just made a mess on it again. I had to turn the heads of those bolts thinner because 1/2 inch wasn't doing it. It needed one size bigger and I didn't have that. So, but there's the jaws. And I'm working on some other projects. Been working in my yard. It's been raining god awful here lately. Every time you turn around, you think you're gonna mow, it starts raining. So my grass was in pretty bad shape, and I've been the last 3 days mowing, weed eating, and I still ain't done. I got more weed eating to do tomorrow. So we got the parts washer sealed. So far, so good. So we'll see. But I cleaned off this bench here, I cleaned this bench off, I cleaned the lathe bench off, and I cleaned the grinder bench off. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.